Howdy. It's in the middle of the night, and I just thought I made another video because this thing, Indumentum, was spinning in my head for some time because I started to think that why plants have hairs, or as they say here in Wikipedia, in biology, an indumentum, Latin literally garment, is a covering of trichomes, fine hairs on a plant, or of bristles, rarely scales, of an insect. So obviously they have hairs, many of those. Almost all plants have some kind of surface structure which makes the bubble or like the water repel. It forms a drop and it's cleaning the plant, which is known as the lotus effect. The dirt doesn't stuck on the plant, it gets carried away by the water. And I was thinking about this, why? And I haven't really found an answer to that. Like, it is really well studied, the whole thing, that there are many different kinds of, and also this kind of wax thing on plants. And all plants need water. From the ground they suck the water up with their roots, and it goes into the plant, and there is photosynthesis going on, energy from the sun, or light, which is energy. And green is the most abundant light in the spectrum. This is probably the reason why plants are mostly green. But anyway, and I somehow came to the conclusion that yeah, I think the reason why plants are like they are, with this repellent water and these kind of things, is that they don't get messed up with the electric circuit or the energy circuit they have and need in order to grow, in order to get the water sucked out of the ground upwards, like trees. Where you have big trees, you have tens of meters of height difference between the ground and the flower or the tree top. So now, I think the reason why this is so might be, after all, really simple. Since the plant is actually rooted to the ground and cannot move anywhere, not like humans, which are mostly ungrounded since we have rubber soles on our shoes and stuff. And we work slightly different than plants. I think the reason why they have this kind of surfaces, they don't get mixed up with the water energy. I mean by that the easy water, which is somehow explained also as the surface tension. And since it is tension, it is energy. And if the plant would just get wet, like if the water would just be on the plant as it would be on a stone, for example, if it just would spread out and stuck everywhere, cover the whole plant in water outside, I think the whole process of sucking up the water wouldn't work anymore, because there would be an energy differential or an equality occurring, which would mess up the water pumping process of the plant itself. So the plant has those trichomes, hairs, or however they are called. I'm not a scientist. I'm just some dude who's awake in the middle of the night. So I think the reason why is they have those hairs in order to keep the water on the outside in its own circuit by keeping it in the form of droplets, which is a closed circuit. A water drop is basically, how to put it, an electric circuit which doesn't really interfere or interact with its environment. Yeah, of course, it's raining and stuff. There's like avalanches and mudslides and all this kind of. It does, but not in this small scale, I guess. With trees, it might be different because they are big enough in order to not need hairs anymore, because their own energy potential is much bigger than water droplets' energy potential. But anyway, I think I leave it here. It's really hard to explain what I mean, since I'm not a scientist. Struggle for words to explain what I mean, but at least I tried. Try to get some sleep. Keep your eyes on the sun. Gonna be exciting week, 2 weeks ahead. Planetary alignments. Etna is really on a rampage. No, not really. But it seems it's just like getting more and more and more. So we might expect some other things happening too in Europe and other places as well. Just geologically and weather-wise, which includes, of course, space weather. There shouldn't be really a difference between space weather and weather after all, because it's all one circuit. As is seismicity, which is the weather underground. Space weather, weather, and seismicity, or how is it? Geology, no, seismicity. Volcanism. It's all weather. Cellar, first floor, and the upper floor. All weather. Same house, same home. Thanks. Bye.